to just speak the truth, hope it gets to the right ears, hope it encourages you guys. I want you to be encouraged, man. I'm telling you, I've seen so many great things, and you can too. Hi, I'm Boyd. Thanks for watching The Freedom Habit, where we help you break patterns that keep holding you back, build a life that you don't feel you need to escape from. Today I'm just going to talk about how there's so many teachers out there that give you different perspectives about having to balance your nervous system, having to meditate for hours, having to visualize, having to script, having to do so many things. And I've taught that in the past. And those things can help you, but they're really just permission slips. They're just ways to help you build your own confidence in yourself. And eventually you'll believe that you're able to do whatever it is that you want, whether it's money, whether it's an SP, doesn't matter what. So I just wanted to say, the real thing is just making a decision. And once you make that decision of who you are, you start acting like that person and believing you're that person and not letting the external circumstances get to you. That's what matters. Everything else is just, like I said, a permission slip. Because we don't believe it. We've been told for so long, so many of us, especially some of us that are older like me, that we have believed things for so long and have so much evidence built up against us that we don't think it is possible, or we think it's possible, but it's going to be difficult. And it doesn't have to be. As soon as you start acting like and believing who you are, things start turning around. I've seen so many things turn around in my life, financially, physically. I have a great relationship with my wife. So there's a lot of different ways, a lot of different methods, a lot of different stories out there. What you need to do. I don't even like using the word manifest. Law of being. I don't know if he coined that phrase, but I heard him say it. And it's who we're being. And that's who we manifest. We manifest who we're being, how we're acting, just what we believe about ourselves. You know what? Not even how we're acting. That's kind of a misnomer itself, because I use this example in a recent video where two people can do the same actions and one will succeed and the other one won't. But the real thing that makes the person succeed is the belief that they're gonna succeed. That's what matters, not the action. The belief, the knowing. It's about knowing and having peace about knowing that it's going to work out for you. That's about as simple as it gets. And stop judging yourself and stop beating yourself up and stop reacting to every circumstance. And stay the same. Stay balanced. Stay the same. So choose the version of you who you want to be. Select that version. And then live up to that version. Keep the promises you make to yourself. Whatever that is. If it's going to the gym, if it's hey, I'm going to cut back on drinking, or I'm going to move to this new apartment, or whatever. Like, just if you tell yourself something and you make yourself a promise, keep that promise to yourself. If we can't keep our promises to ourselves, the universe can't keep its promises to us. And we are the universe. And that's the other thing too. We are the quantum field. We think like, I used to think this because Joe Dispenza kind of teaches this, and there's truth in it for sure. But it's bigger than that. Like, he says to like meditate and tap into the quantum field of blackness and all that stuff. And it does bring you peace and calmness. But the point is we are the quantum field. We are one with the quantum field is what's emanating us. That's why we're able to be in this 3D world, is because the quantum field is creating us and putting us into this 3D illusion that we all live in. Just like a chair, just like a tree, just like an animal, whatever. We are all made from the quantum. We all come from the quantum. So we don't have to worry about vibrations. Once you get your mind right, once you believe and start walking and thinking like the person that you promise yourself to be, things will turn around for you. You'll start seeing things change. People will treat you different. Things will work out for you, maybe at work, or money will come to you somehow that you least expected it. A few years back, I think it was in 2020, so it's been a little while. My wife and I got $6,000 put into our bank account from an old account I didn't even know existed. And all of a sudden, she's like, "Hey, there's like $6,000 more in our bank account." I was like, "That's amazing." And we did find out how and where and all that, but it was like, we had no idea. No one told us. It was an account that had been sitting there for years, like something we had been involved with. They owed us money and they just put it in our bank account. I'm just saying, when we're walking in peace and we're walking in trust and we're trusting ourselves and realizing that we are source, that we're one with source. I believe we're one with source. I don't think I am source like I am God, but I do believe I'm one with God. And therefore, God works through me, in me, and I can create just like He can, because He allows me to if I believe. Just like the Bible says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believing that it's already happened, it'll be yours. Okay, that was a paraphrase. But it's true. Like, if you ask for it and you believe it, it's going to be yours. That's a promise. That's straight from Jesus. And also in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, first of all, Jesus says, didn't I say you were all gods? And in the Old Testament, there's a line that says that too. I think it's in Isaiah. It says, didn't I say that you are all gods? So we are all little gods, I think, fractals of the I am, with all the power of the I am within us. So, yeah, the Father is greater, but He lives in us, or they live in us. And we can make miracles happen, physical, financial, just relationship, anything you could possibly think of. So does it help to meditate? Sure. I still meditate. Does it help to visualize? Sure. I still visualize. But you don't have to. And I do it less now. I don't meditate. I used to meditate a lot. And now I wake up, I spend maybe 5-10 minutes. And then I just start trying to get my mind right, with my thinking and my self-concept, building up my self-concept. So you are able to do this. I've done this in my 60s. And if I can do it in my 60s, you can do it in your 20s or your 30s or your 50s or whatever you are. That's another thing too I like about our channel. We have anywhere from 20-year-olds to 80-year-olds who watch our channel. And I know YouTube tells you to get specific and have a certain audience and all that stuff. But you know what? I feel like what we talk about, and by we, Michelle and I, my wife and I feel like what we talk about can help anybody. So I really hate to narrow it down to like, oh, this is for 50-year-olds or something. I don't want to do that. And maybe that would even help our channel grow faster. But I'd rather just be myself and do what I feel led to do, rather than follow some kind of Facebook law, rule, algorithm, whatever, and try to get more views. I'd rather just speak the truth, hope it gets to the right ears, hope it encourages you guys. I want you to be encouraged, man. I'm telling you, I've seen so many great things, and you can too, no matter what you're going through. All right, peace and love.